There ain't no way any company's coming back to this site, bro. It's over. Wait, guys, some Twitter interior messages just leaked of how desperate Elon's Twitter is and how desperate the pro Elon like bootlicker managers are to like keep this ship afloat. Okay. It is a little bit of interior crocodile, but also alligator. Take a look at this. So I want to dig in for a bit on this set of Slack replies from a Twitter manager talking about undoing some of the layoffs. You may have heard people are talking about how Elon like laid off a bunch of people, and then his Twitter have started to beg people to come back to work since he laid off too many people and they can't like do anything anymore. And so this happened, okay? And so right now, Twitter managers and like Twitter and like Elon subordinates and Elon's like pawns have been all like scrubbing through the Slack. And basically Slack is just kind of like in a sort of like intranet little like messaging app board like platform where people inside of an organization can talk to each other and like make connections. And it basically is boomer Discord. Thank you. You're right. You're right. It is a way to understand it. It is boomer Discord. Yes. It's basically boomer Discord for if you're a coding monkey in Silicon Valley. If we're going to be honest. Okay. If you're like a cubicle fiend, if you're a coding monkey in Silicon Valley, that's your thing. That's your boomer Discord. We code monkeys use Discord, not for in like the actual business. You typically will use Slack. But anyways, with that being said, a lot of his like minions have been scrubbing through Slacks, and honestly, as massive hall monitors, if you say anything to criticize Elon or his genius or how amazing he is or how good of a person he is, or if you disagree with anything he's done whatsoever, they're going to find your name, they're going to make a list of you, and then they're going to fire you, right? And so obviously the morale of the company is really low that you can't like speak against your like new dictator overlord at all. It's kind of like, you know that scene from, what was it, Incredibles 2, where the ginger boy who looked like the annoying kid from Barnyard Syndrome, yeah, but he looked like the ginger kid from like Barnyard, or like that yeah, him. You know, remember that scene where the normal person was like, "Yo, you saved us, and he's like, "I would say less of I saved you and more of under new management." That's more of like what's been happening. So if you say anything like that, they'll fire you. But it seems like they can't afford to fire these people in the way that Elon has forced them to, because this manager who's like stressing out over how much he wants to enact revenge on people who hate Elon, and also wrong movie. Is that a different movie? Is that not The Incredibles? Are you sure?
Thank you. Titan has freed us.
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
Actual. Oh, is this from Megamind? Really? I thought it was from Incredibles. Anyways. No, it's Megamind? Oh, okay. But yeah, unironic, never before seen footage of Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter.
Thank you. Titan has freed us.
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
That guy's dead as fuck, right? Like, no, there's no way that guy's not dead. That guy's like super dead. He's gotta be dead. Like, you can't live from that. You can't live from getting knocked in the head so hard that you go flying 30 feet across like the concrete and get skipped like a rock across the pavement. Like, you're not living from that. That's not happening. DreamWorks, yeah, if DreamWorks wasn't a bunch of freaking cowards, yeah, they would have shown his brain leaking out of his head like that one old guy who got pushed over by the police in Buffalo, New York. Anyways, let me show you this like sad cringe from the Elon bootlickers inside of Twitter. This is going to be a challenge. The engineers I'm bringing back are weak, lazy, unmotivated, and they may even be against an Elon Twitter. Thank you, Luke Simon. They were cut for a reason. So we need to think of these people as just needing to be around until the knowledge transition is completed. Holy shit. That's certainly a way to get people to be a part of your like company again, isn't it? Calling them weak, lazy, and unmotivated and losers and being against an Elon Twitter and saying that they're expendable enough that they're going to keep them around until they give them what they want and then try and fire them. I was thinking of this guy. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of like ginger villains, just like in real life. And more boot with your meals, sir. Who's this guy? A senior director of engineering at Twitter. I guess he's clearing $350K or more for this. Luke Simon, Twitter full-time, 2 years, 6 months. Head of Twitter's revenue science department. Twitter making revenue under Elon. Hilarious. Which applies to data science targeting, ad engagement. Yeah, bro. He might as well cut this section like he's gonna get anybody to buy ads on this site, bro. Hilarious. Did you guys see that Elon has been a reply guy for libs of TikTok recently? There ain't no way any company's coming back to this site, bro. It's over. It ain't happening anymore, okay? He did what? Yeah, it's cringe. When he gets out of the way early, he can go fuck himself with the provisional sandpaper dildo. Damn, that's crazy. Most obvious that he is planning to fuck over the people he just got done fucking over. He just helped put these people out into the street in a recession. Now he wants to bring them back, get something out of them, and then fire them again. And that is his fault. He failed to properly manage the transition by figuring out who knew what, mapping out coverage, and making sure that there was time and motivation to hand everything off. He was so eager to fuck over these people to cover up his incompetence, and now the people don't really want to come back. It's funny. It is very, very funny. I wonder, can we find out more about this guy, this Luke Simon from Twitter? What do you guys think? Oh yeah, Elon has been making like ableist comments about the people who he fired for not like sucking his dick in the inside of Twitter. So here's this. This is his comment on libs of TikTok. How it started, how it's going. You did not just lay off almost all of infra, and some sassy remark about how we do batching. So yeah, so what happened is Elon started to air out the company's dirty laundry and blame the people who are working and actually making the company run and calling them losers and stupid for adding so much stuff in that he was just going to go back and delete it. While he was, and I'm not lying to you, unironically, in the comment section of Twitter, asking random people how Twitter works. I am not lying to you. You've seen this, right? For some people who are on Twitter, you've seen him do this. How he's like, Twitter has a massive problem. And then he tries to like give an answer. And then people are like, that's not how that works. And then he's like, well, can you tell me how that works? How does that work? What? He's so good. So he is in the, let me see if I can find some of the threads for you really quick. After he bought Twitter, he's now literally asking people how the shit works. Cause it's in the replies. He's just been replying to people. Ligma in Johnson. Oh yeah, he made a Ligma joke today and thought it was funny. Oh yeah, so he's being corrected. He's being corrected by people about how the shit works. I was told 1,200 RCPs independently by several engineers at Twitter. He's like basic math for Elon's claim. 1,200 is happening inside a data catcher. He's like, but Twitter's very slow. Makes sense. A server control team knows because they stop working from time to time. That's why we have a crucial 40 list. He's just like, yeah, let me see. I can find more for you. He just tweets a lot. He tweets like a lot, unironically. He doesn't make a lot of like main tweets, but he does a lot of replying to people. Like a lot of replying to people. Here's another one. Here's him literally asking how it works. How many serial requests are made by an app to refresh timeline? Just one. See, look at the network tabs in Chrome. It's just one. Why is Twitter unusably slow in many countries? Seems odd that it would be bandwidth only. You ask the people working at your company, brother. Why are you just asking random people on Twitter for how the app works? You own the app. Where's the IT department? You're all IT. It's a website. He fired them all. He fired everybody who knows what's going on in the site, and now he just has to ask questions and troll through the comments, his own comment section, to figure out what's happening. It's wild. There's no way this company is going to continue on for very long. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. It's truly remarkable. How do I use this bird app thing? How do I use this bird app thing? What's going on here? Can someone enlighten me? So yeah, that's what's going on. Oh, and to cover this, so like I said, he fired 2 people who didn't like him in the company, because everybody has to like him in the company for them to continue to be employed. And so there was this. So this happened, right? Which was, you fired everybody who knows what they're doing. You're cringe. And then just got fired for shit posting. I said it before and I said it again. Elon can kiss my ass, basically. And Elon is a reply guy for Libs of TikTok now, and said, a tragic case of adult onset Tourette's. He's like, oh, this bitch couldn't control her mouth, so we had to fire her. And tragic. It's just, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's remarkable, truly, that he thinks that this is going to be okay. Advertisers are not coming back to this site. It's not happening. Twitter is now a money hole. As long as Elon's name is connected to this, there's no way this site's going to make more money. It's not happening. It's like textbook wrongful termination. This is in California. So I'm not sure what the laws. California has way better like employment laws than a lot of other states do. So I mean, if they could sue, it'd be very funny, and I'd like it, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to be the case. I am negative happy about Twitter being burned by a billionaire who bought the company and destroyed it to own the libs. That is true. I mean, I would like Twitter to continue going on. The best thing for me, honestly, if I was going to be completely honest with you, I think the best thing to happen for Twitter would be for Elon to try to fix it, for him to break the entire thing, for the company to kind of go bankrupt, and then for him to sell it at a massive loss to somebody who knows what they're doing, and then for like Google to pick it up and then like work YouTube into Google, and then work YouTube into Twitter, like the media app on the media like thing on Twitter is now integrated into YouTube, and now you can just like do that shit, and then YouTube just then Google just kind of runs the company like a normal company. Hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.